Alright everybody, we're back with Mario Before 40. We are on New Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo DS. And we're kind of going through the game, try and get some more of the coins and the secret levels and all that stuff because that seemed fun. And when we last played, if I remember correctly, the struggle was to try and find mushrooms that would turn me little, because that's what you need to do everything. I don't know why I'm doing this, because being big doesn't mean shit. Being big is for chumps and idiots. I guess I can confirm, because I think most of the stages that remain, I need to be little in order to get the coin or what have you in them. Well, welcome back to listening to me play a video game. I'm pretty excited to get to Super Mario Galaxy is next. I think the order from here is Super Mario Galaxy and then New Super Mario Brothers Wii, which is like this, but with multiple players. So I'm kind of hoping to at least some of that time have multiple players, because I think that's where that game really shines. And then Super Mario Galaxy 2. Then we're going to hit 3DS time. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do, because I won't be able to record that very easily. But I do think there are some possibilities for recording that, you know. Well, shit. Okay. I think I need to be little for that. And I think that's like basically all I've got left here. Is like one stage where you need to be little. Where you need to belittle others. And do that kind of thing. Should I just double check? I guess I'll double check. It's been about a week since I've played, so that's why the sort of confusion. Ah, yes. Fuck. I'm fairly certain I remember trying to do this a few times. Jumped right into him, huh? Shit. It makes you wonder. So I was playing that and I saw that tree, right? And I was like, I wonder if they would put a tree not over land. You know what I mean? Like, would they say, okay, we're gonna have this tree coming out of the water. So I was like, in theory, you could use this tree to determine there must be land underneath here, right? But then I was also like, well, I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. So you get up here, and there's like a, yes, this thing. Which I was like, oh. He'll come out eventually, right? And I was like, I think I need to either rocket off this turtle or maybe do a wall jump that I can only do when I'm small. Oh, shit. Can I just set this down gently? See you in hell, turtle. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a great way to get in there. Can you play this card just right? I don't think I can fly up in there. It really seems like you gotta be small, but I did this small and it didn't work. So I'm a little uncertain. Uncertain. Yeah, and then I was like, is there a way to, like, get up there? Because I tried to charge this up. And it goes the exact same height. Fuck. I want to hit a turtle coming off this, because I wonder if I hit that turtle. Does that, like, you know, if you're coming off the spinny and you hit the turtle, does that do something? Is that maybe the key to victory on that coin? Oh, shit. Because maybe that's all I need to do. Just hit the right turtle. If I can spin down, hit that turtle, and shoot up, maybe that's the way. Well, I just finished a book. I had a column go up yesterday at litreactor.com. So if you would read that and share it with people, that would be lovely. But it was about My House, the Doom Wad, and House of Leaves, and ergodic literature, which I talked a little bit about on here before, but in very brief, ergodic literature is something that requires extra effort on the part of the reader in order to, like, understand the narrative, and then also usually, well, it should have some mechanism by which the reader can kind of tell whether or not they got it, for lack of a better term. Like, did they get the story? Almost like an evaluation method for, like, how good did I do at reading this, you know, kind of thing. Yes. What a genius. So I did a column about... I did a column about House of Leaves, My House, and ergodic literature. And it got shared by Mark Z. Danielowski? I've only seen his name. I've never heard it said. Well, I went to a reading he did one time, which was very fun. He wrote House of Leaves, which is his most famous work, but he's done several other books, and they all have kind of an interesting format or, you know, something unusual about them. Pankrang. Where am I? World 5. Okay, so hold on. I want to go back to World 2 because I want to see if I got... If that's done. Okay, World 2 is complete, everybody. Da 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 da. Should we do World 3? We did it. I didn't have to be small. I thought I had to be small. I think this one, I am thinking I have to be small. I think there's a tiny little pipe in there. I have no coins in this one. But anyway, I was very honored to see that he shared that because I really like the book House of Leaves, and also was glad that, you know, it's nice when you write about somebody's book like that and to see that they liked it as opposed to, you know, being like they hated it. I mean, I was pretty complimentary about House of Leaves. I think the only thing I said is that, for people who don't know, the Doom My House is a Doom Wad or a Doom Mod, where somebody has recreated a lot of the sort of House of Leaves aesthetic and some of the ideas, and created this sort of very surreal experience within Doom. So I wrote a thing about that, and if you're interested in either Doom or House of Leaves, I think you would enjoy it. If you're interested in none of those things, I don't know what you're getting out of my presence on the internet, but, you know, welcome regardless, I guess. And then I was working on and just kind of finished a new column about an author named B.S. Johnson, who, and I just finished his book called The Unfortunates. And The Unfortunates is a book that is set up as 27 tiny little pamphlets. I mean, they're pretty small. I guess tiny little is not totally correct, but they're pretty small, they're pretty short. And they kind of all go together to make a story. And one of the very unusual things about them is that they go in any order. So you do have, there is one that's labeled first and one that's labeled last, and then that's it. So the rest of the 25 remaining are meant to be read in any order. And so that you start reading it and you figure out it's about this guy, and he is headed to a football, as they call it in the UK, a football match in a smaller city or town. And kind of when he gets there, he realizes he's been to this town before because he had a friend who passed away. And while his friend was kind of succumbing to his illness, he was living in this town. And so, and you know, the author or the narrator in the story doesn't really realize that this is the same town until, you know, he's there. And so the book kind of works as him reminiscing about the time he spent there and his friend, but also just like, I guess, kind of what was going on in his life at the time. Like he reminisces about this woman he was seeing and stuff like that. So it's interesting because I guess what B.S. Johnson was doing was he said he was trying to sort of replicate what it feels like to remember things. You know, and memory is like not necessarily linear, right? Like you might be thinking about something and then something else pops in, or it's like, well, you're thinking about this and then you're like, oh, where am I going to eat lunch? You know, or you're thinking about your friend convalescing and that reminds you of when you came to visit him, and that reminds you of the person that you were dating at that time, you know, stuff like that. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's always a risk. When you read a book that has what I'm going to call a gimmick, you always run a risk because sometimes the gimmick works, sometimes it does not. And so you kind of have to be like, well, does this one work or does this one not? I think it'll let me go back now. So, you know, when you read a book like this, it's like, will the gimmick work? But also, is this like pleasant to read? Whenever I talk about these, I talk about this book called The Interrogative Case by Paget Powell, where every sentence ends in a question mark. I think Paget Powell would say every sentence ends with a question, but I would not, because I would say at some point it just turns into, it's like, well, they all have question marks, but they're not really questions. They're just, they're like me talking like this. And I'm like, well, that kind of doesn't work for your own premise, Paget. But yeah, I really disliked The Interrogative Case because I felt like I can see why this was fun to write, but it's not fun to read. It's just kind of horrible. It feels like someone's up talking to you like the entire time you're reading. So, you know, and I've experienced many of those because when you kind of explore the world of experimental structures and books and stuff, it's like you find a lot of things that you're like, I get why this was fun to write, and it is not fun to read. But the Unfortunates isn't like that at all. It's actually, I found the story very affecting because it's partially about, you know, all the things I just said, but it's also kind of about like, what's the right way to say this? The smallness of like human life. I mean, because, you know, the whole thing is also sort of about him, the narrator, talking about his friend and saying that, yeah, he'd always intended to like write things down and write things about his friend, you know, and that was kind of something he talked to his friend about as his friend was dying, is I think sort of, I don't know, to console him and so on. And as he's doing it, you get the idea that he's a little bit like, there's really not much to the average life, you know? There's not, most of us don't do a whole lot in our lives, or don't, you know, have that much that's worth talking about. Okay. God. This asshole. This asshole's been harassing me this whole time I've been doing this project. Oh. So, you know, and it's I wouldn't recommend reading this if you are kind of a depressive person, or if you're in a depressive mode, because it is kind of a like, what's the point of life type of book, which I usually end up enjoying because, you know, I'm a weirdo that way, I guess. But, yeah, if you're kind of in that mode, I wouldn't go for this one. But anyway, I thought it was good. And, like, the gimmick works. Like, I think the gimmick brings more to the story, which is usually what I look for in a good gimmick. Is, like, does this add to the story, or does this distract from the story? You know, does this make the story richer, or does this become... a way I've put it in writing before is, like, is the story still the star? Like, when you have a cooking show and they're like, okay, they made a steak with sides. And it's like, well, I want the steak to be the star of this dish. But the sides should also be good and maybe enhance the main. And that is how I feel about the unusual formatting of The Unfortunates, which is, yeah, I think B.S. Johnson succeeded in making the story the star and the unusual formatting is the side. And so I think that worked out. Okay. Okay, fine. Fuck. I really hate these assholes. Well. Oh, what do we have here? I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, fuck. I don't want to call this the worst one to get, but it's not the best. It's not my number one. It's fine. That's fine. I have no feeling about this. Okay. Wah! Fuck. This place is infested. So anyway, I just finished that. I like an hour ago. And highly recommend it. It's actually not expensive either, which is cool. Because a lot of these books that have these unusual printing schemes will end up being expensive. And that's kind of a bummer. But I got it through interlibrary loan from a library too, so you can do it that way. Something interesting about it. So it was printed, the publisher put it out in the format he wanted it, which was these pamphlets, which, the longer ones are stapled. The longer ones are probably like 14 pages, and then the shortest ones might be like one side of one page. And the publisher put it out in that format, but then a Hungarian publisher picked it up and was like, oh, we want to put this shit out. And they were like, right on. But then the Hungarian publisher was like, hey, look, we're not set up to do this crazy shit. So we're just going to have to put it in a normal book. And B.S. Johnson didn't really like that because, he didn't want to prescribe, to him, the whole point was like that it doesn't have a prescribed order. And putting it in a prescribed order kind of, I don't want to say defeated the purpose, but, it certainly would probably feel a little bit like, why am I I don't understand what's special about this. So what he did is he created some symbols, and he had them, oh shit! He had them print it with these symbols at the top of each section. And then at the very last page of the book, just had like a grid with all the symbols printed. So you were meant to tear out the last page, cut it up, separate the symbols, put them into a hat or something, and then draw them from a hat and read the sections in that order. Which I was like, that's actually a pretty good solution to that problem. And I appreciated his sort of like willingness to create an unusual solution. Okay, so I've got one in there that I need. Oh, and I think this is the one where I think I need to be tiny. So maybe this will let me be tiny. Why would you fly around like that? Damn it. Do you think it's possible that any of these contain a tinifier? Or maybe if I get the red coins, I could get a tiny mushroom? Oh, fuck me. Not even close. Okay, let's return to map, and let's try that red coin again. Maybe it'll work. Oh, okay. Well, or get this other box, I guess. Super duper. My favorite item. It feels like he's a little speedier at swimming, to be honest, with this turtle shell. But I can't tell if that's just like what I want to happen. Or if that's what's happening. Damn. Should I just go down that hole? Because I feel like... Why would they do this? Well, okay. Mystery solved. Fine. You know what? Fine. They really are shitting out a bomb, aren't they? Like, the animation... Oh my god. Everything about this is like... Make it look like they're taking a dump. Just do it. Fuck. But yeah, I have a column coming out about B.S. Johnson in the next week or so. So I guess keep an eye out for that at litreactor.com. I don't do the socials so much anymore, so like I guess I'll just, this is what we call content-based advertising, right? I have this content, which is me playing a video game, and then I put advertising in it in the form of me saying, check out this other thing I did. Doesn't feel too slimy, right? I mean, it's a pretty low stakes ask. I'm glad I got that flag. Do you think that registered? I'm not sure that registered. Son of a gun, you did it. Yeah, that was one of them. Oh, well, well, well. Okay. This is kind of what I was hoping. And I was like, you know, they really should give you the thing in the stage where you need it. And here I am, with it. So you know what? Game? Full credit. Haha! What is this? Oh, the Goombas are tiny. Oh, I'm underwater still. Alright then. Why would I care about that? I don't think I want that. That feels like I missed something, doesn't it? Like it should be some kind of secret, because it can't have been all that just for some coins. I'm gonna have to go back. Because that just doesn't make sense. Oh shit. Whoa! Fuck. Fucking fuck. But yeah, I've been having a good time oh my god. Reading some of these unusual books lately. It's been I've been in kind of a reading slump, but for like a long time. Maybe for like 5 years. I used to read a lot. Like in my early to mid 20s, I think, and then sort of, you know, fell off a little, and then I don't know, just lately it felt like it's just not the first thing I think of when I'm like trying to think of something to do to entertain myself, or haven't been as interested or something. I blame the television because there's just so much good shit on TV. But really, I don't know. Anyway, I think having some of these more unusual things has helped me get into it a little more. Aha, this is it. Yes. Yes. Should I go get those other coins? Should I bother? There has to be something in there, right? It cannot just be, here, have some coins. Huh, that's still gone. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. That didn't really do anything, did it? Fuck. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of good news today, because I do feel that it's highly likely that now, if a stage requires you to be tiny, it gives you the opportunity to be tiny. This could be untrue, because this is still early in the game, as you might say. But here we are.
So nice.
How exciting. Okay. So we got those. Got all the, oh, we're still missing one here. Mid stage. I'm fairly certain this is a miniature thing as well. But now, I'm like, well, you gotta check the pipes. Sounds so innuendo-y, but really it's just like, no, you gotta see if you can go up or down any of the pipes. No, it's pretty literal. I guess I would have to be tiny to check these pipes, right? And I think this red one leads me down to pop up on that other one, yeah. Okay. But I don't know that I checked these. Okay. It's annoying that there's no tiny mushroom in that rotating item box, right? I did read some Punisher comics from the mid to late 90s, probably early to mid 90s. They were good. They're interesting. I feel like there's been this weird, almost conscious, like, I don't know if I want to say conscious, almost intentional misreading of the Punisher. Okay, I think what I should do is die, come back with Tiny, and just shoot on up there. Damn it. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that stage was down here. 3A. How can I remember that 3A is where the tiny is? What does 3A make me think of? I also watched a video by a memory champion. He was describing how you memorize things. Because I was like, I don't have a very good memory. I am curious what this is all about. It was pretty interesting. He talked about a lot of things that you probably already know, but he also talked about things I wouldn't have thought of. For, you know, tricks for remembering. But one of them he talked about is something I've done before, which is, you know, he was kind of like, to memorize a name, let's say, you basically just go with the first thing you can remember. And then he was talking about memorizing sets of cards, because I guess at the Memory Championship, which is a thing, you have to memorize a deck of cards in order, so they shuffle it, and then you memorize the order that it's in. And So he was like, for each card I have, so each card I've associated with it a person, an action, and a object. And so then I use that person, action, or object depending on when the card comes up. I'm not doing a great job explaining this, but and he was like, I do a lot of times use, he didn't say it super explicitly, but it seems like he uses strange or unusual objects or actions, you know, like he's like, okay, this card I associate with a thong, this one I associate with urinating, and it seems like that helps him remember. And I remember reading something before that was like, if you remember, like, I used it parking at the airport. So I was like, I can never remember where I parked, and so on. So I was like, well, if I park somewhere and then associate something horrible with it, I will remember it. Or something really stupid, or something, you know what I mean? Like, give it a little oomph. Okay, wait a minute. Is this gonna let me start halfway, or is it like you did a different stage, so now you gotta start at the beginning? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. So anyway, if you think of something, I don't know, salacious or scandalous or something like that, you're more likely to remember, is the trick that I had heard before, and that I think he was kind of using. I mean, his things weren't terrible. So like one time, I, at the airport, parked in the 3K, and then I was like, well, that's easy to remember because it's the KKK lot. Because there are 3Ks. And I was like, I'm not proud of this, but I sure did remember where I was parked. Like, the whole time I was on vacation, I was like, I know where I'm going when I get back to the airport. Oh. Fuck. It's like right there, too. See, now I'm gonna be playing this game, aren't I? Of like, get the little mushroom, come back, try and make it through. Oh! Damn it! Another one was 3J, and I remember J. Jonah Jameson, because that's 3 J's. That one probably just worked because it was, like, silly. So anyway, trying to memorize things with, silly or salacious or horrible things seems to work. He was also saying that, like, a trick, an old, I think it was Eastern European trick, was you would teach kids something and then throw them in a river immediately, because your body and your mind are set up to remember things that you associate with bad things. And I guess this kind of goes along with theories of, like, why do we remember every stupid thing we've done, but, you don't remember the happy things? Or, like, when you read a negative review of your books, such as The Heistest Heist Ever Heisted, A Heist Story of a Heist, why do you remember those, and the nice ones you just kind of pass over you like a wave? So it kind of goes along with that theory, which I thought was really interesting. So he was like, yeah, an old memory trick was, you teach someone something important and then throw them in a cold river, and then they'll remember. Fuck. Going so badly. Ugh. So you gotta, like, make it through the stage. No! These guys will like skate over the surface in a very fast way. So here's the hilarious part is I don't remember why I was trying to talk about
So nice.
memory championship or memory. I was reading The Punisher and people people trying to sort of it seems like they're purposely misremembering The Punisher or something. I know there's like this weird thing right now too where it's like The Punisher has sort of been adopted, like the skull symbol or something, by cops or something. I'm not totally sure what that's about because frankly I'm like, I think most superhero imagery has been co-opted by somebody who I would not identify as a nerd who would like comic books from the time when I was young. If you want to talk about cultural appropriation, we could talk about that all day. How it's like comic book culture, man. It's been stolen from the nerds to whom it belonged. And then, if you're a comic book nerd from the 90s and you're like, oh, when I was a kid, it was like real nerdy to not like, or to like comics. It's like, why are you gatekeeping? Why are you preventing new people from enjoying comics? What? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. I didn't need to be tiny, did I? Son of a shit. I really thought so much relied on a red wheelbarrow of being tiny, but it seems maybe not so much. Whoa! Alright. Sweet!
So nice.
But yeah, it's weird because, okay, this says complete now, even though I haven't gotten this cannon. And I want the cannon. For me to feel like it's complete. And I feel like the secret's gotta be in the castle, right? To this cannon.
Here I go.
But hey, we're getting close to 3 worlds down. 3 doors down. Oh, fuck. This is a great situation, too, where I'm like, I don't know if being tiny is to my advantage here. Because, when you float like that, so when you're trying to jump through something or past something, you come down so slow. But yeah, like the Punisher, it feels like at some point people are like, why is the Punisher just like shooting? It's like what people say about Batman right now, which is like, oh, he'd be so much better if he was just Bruce Wayne could do so much more with his billions than he can as Batman. And I'm like, no. Okay, no. And the reason that's not true is because Bruce Wayne doesn't live in our world. In our world, yes, that would probably be true. A billionaire could probably do more with their money to help people and to stop crime and whatever than somebody dressed as a masked vigilante, right? But Batman doesn't live in our world. Our world doesn't have the Penguin or the Joker, right? So it's a little bit like, well, I don't know, guys. I hear what you're saying. I mean, there's also the obvious, like, and I don't love going down this road because it feels cheap to me, but I think it is applicable, which is like, sometimes you gotta look at these things from the stance of, well, listen, Someone at some point is trying to write a comic book here. And if Batman doesn't do Batman stuff, then there's no comic book to be had, right? I did already try and do secrets in this one, didn't I? I remember fighting this guy. Although maybe that was Coin Hunt. Which I could shorten by just calling it shortened thing, but I probably shouldn't. Maybe if I go to this mushroom, I can go in there? I'm not really sure what these cannons are, to be honest.
Here I go.
But anyway, it's like the Punisher was not like shooting street level drug dealers or anything in what I was reading. And this was, by the way, in the like very insensitive 90s. The closest he probably came was like taking down a bunch of bikers who were cooking meth. And I was like, I mean, you know, that seems okay, right? Like, aren't we okay with this? With him taking down bikers who are cooking meth? That seems fine. In my opinion. That doesn't exactly seem like a group that we need to advocate for. That seems like a group that's like, well, I know some of them probably came into this world with a lack of options, but for the most part, they've made some decisions. You know, they weren't just like woke up as a 35-year-old biker, right? Cooking meth. But what do I know? But yeah, it had one of my favorite stories, which is called Intruder, in which Punisher is intruding on something, some facility. And when he's in there, he gets captured, and they're torturing him, and they torture him by putting a bag over his head, and that bag is full of pee. Why? I'm not totally sure. Just because it's worse? Because drowning in your own pee is worse than drowning in water or a plastic bag, I guess. It was great. It's great, because you're just like, wow, okay, they're going for it. I feel like I really tried to find secrets in this one too, but maybe I'm wrong. This isn't gonna work, is it? Like, it just seems like this would have secret door, but... Yeah, I remember screwing around in here quite a bit. Quite a little bit. Some ghost annoying the shit out of me. No! Alright. I want this cannon, but I cannot figure it out. And this is telling me level complete, or world complete. So maybe I should live with that? Just go to world 4? I have a feeling World 4 is going to be a difficult one for me, but I don't know why. Oh, so far I've got all the coins. Shit. Missing one there. Missing all there. I haven't even finished this world yet. Okay. Let's see if we can find one more coin in this ghost house. Ghost house. But yeah, I don't know. The Punisher was interesting. I think what was interesting to me about it, because sort of my personal theory on the Punisher is like he's still probably the greatest victim of the concept that like main characters in comics are, their purpose is to be a role model for children. Because it's like, I do think, yeah, if you were taking the Punisher as a role model, yes, that would be a bad idea. But I also think that's a stupid way to look at comics in particular, because I feel pretty strongly that sorry. I feel pretty strongly that comics that really limits what you can do in comics. And I think there are a lot of characters, and I would use Daredevil as an example of one who is not as horrible as the Punisher in some ways, but who also is like, I don't think people should probably emulate this guy. I mean, he's like, I'm not gonna kill criminals, but he's like, I got no problem like breaking both of his fucking arms and collarbones, you know what I mean? Like, just really injuring somebody in a, you know, pretty horrific fashion. I got no problem with that. It's like, okay, well, probably isn't an ideal role model, to say the least. And I guess that's the thing with the Punisher is like, I mean, he's called the Punisher, right? Oh, yeah. Isn't there like a high up thing here that I can't figure out? Yeah. Secret blocks. There's a door there. Door here. Fuck. Can't go back out. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Not cool.
Here I go.
So I don't know. I think he's supposed to be, because like, the way I think of it is, nobody's happy to see the Punisher show up in the comics. None of the other superheroes are like, okay, thank God Punisher's here. None of the cops are like, thank God the Punisher's here. Everybody is kind of universally like, ah, fuck, the Punisher's here. On some level or another. With the exception of the occasional story where you've got like a cop who's like, you know, tired of these criminals getting away with Moida all the time. Kind of shit. But, you know, other than that, you really just don't get a lot of, hooray with the Punisher. But, like, I think this is the thing, is I think he's supposed to be kind of a monster. And reading these older comics, too, I think a big part of his story is, like, him kind of wrestling with the idea of, like, you know, I basically have no humanity anymore. I'm just kind of a revenge machine. Not even revenge, punishment. And that's kind of the whole thing here, is I'm like, he calls himself the Punisher. Not the Revengeancer, not the, like, Avenger, not Spider-Man. He's like, I am basically about punishing people. Fuck, I don't remember which door I went in. Lower door. Okay. Oh! This is the same shit. I think it's different shit. It's just disguised. Why would that door exist? Shit, I don't know how to get past this guy now. Okay, it's like I have to be down there. This is another one where I think I have to be tiny. So let's evaluate. Fuck off. You fuck right off. Ghost. Oh, okay. Maybe there's like a secret block? Damn it. Ah! Not even close. I mean, I think if I was the big guy, I still can't get up there. I wish this fucking ghost wasn't here. This is very annoying. Oh, god damn it. And obviously you have to be small, but there's a door. Why would there be a door there? There's no way to get in. What if I go in this door while that thing is going? Pum 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 pum. Or do you think some of these blocks go away, maybe? Like if you make a real mad dash, can you affect something? Shit. I kept thinking I'd figured it out earlier when it was like stand on top of these boxes in the opening section. It's like that's gotta be it, right? I mean, there must be something I'm missing here. What if I hit the boxes and then stand on them? Does that make any difference? No, 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 no! Didn't want to do that. Shit. Shit. Hate this room. Stupid flatulent ghosts. I don't like these ghosts. They're very like lose-lose proposition. Do you think there's like, okay, I keep wondering like I maximize his size-amize. Can I jump on him when he's like giant? No. The answer is no. Nothing you can do. Man, okay. Well, let's just play 4-5. Let's see if we can just beat a couple stages. Move on with our lives. Take some joy in this. Reduce the frustration. Pow. I live a life of frequent regret, and I was like, I think I'm gonna regret just throwing away this turtle shell, but also, I don't know what else to do. That's handy. That's good to know. Damn it. It's like close enough. And the game was like, no. No, not close enough. I see. See. Right. All right. Ah, shit. That's right. Oh. Didn't know he would do that. Oh! Little premature explosion there. Explosion. Now I have none coins. Marvelous. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one. Whoa! Oh. How's that for an arbitrary Mario rule? Purple blocks explode. Blue does not. Ding-a-ling. You got this one, which feels like it may have been a more challenging one. Maybe not. Maybe I just fooled myself. Oh, shit. Bye. Okay. Whew. Okay, wait a second. I don't know how to use my... Oh, I can't use my fire flower because it's up in the top. Ooh, bad. Not good. This is like slightly puzzle. Fuck. I don't know how to do this gently. Me throwing the bombs, it's like trying to teach a small child how to correctly pet a cat. Where it's like, I don't know. I don't know if they're getting it. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, if I go back, get there with the fire flower, which I have, use that before I go in the sewer,
So nice.
then I should be able to pretty easily make those guys explode where I want them to.
Here I go.
I'm annoyed that that ghost house secret is, like, eluding me. I'm glad you can't blow up a mushroom. That would be... That would feel putative. Putative? Punitive? That would be annoying. Alright, we got a flag. Move along, buddy. Oh yeah, I still have to do this, don't I? Shit. No! Damn it. Damn it. What's the ugliest way I could do that? Alright, I'll do it. Okay. Maximize chance of success here. Excellent. Uh oh. I was like, you wouldn't do that to me, would you, game? Totally trap me in there. No. Of course not. Haven't really mastered those pyramids in all this Marioing.
So nice.
Still have not mastered the pyramid jumping up. I still haven't mastered the skill of pyramid jumping up.
Here I go.
Well, hello, my friend. That one's a bit of a mystery. Gotta run forward, get those, then run backwards, get the other ones or something. Something's good. Oh, hello. I'm glad that he doesn't mind having a fireball hit him in the goddamn back, because that would be unfortunate. And to be honest, I could understand if he was like, you know, listen, you shoot me in the back one more goddamn time. That's it. Good enough. Alright. Let's try and not die, and then should be all set here. Whatever. You know what? Whatever.
So nice.
But anyway, I was enjoying Punisher from the 90s. It's very wild. It's very weird. It's crazy. But this idea that the Punisher is like basically a cop in the Marvel universe is feels ill-informed to me. Oh, shit. I have to give some credit to Super Mario Sunshine for when he runs into fire or lava and he's like, "Mama!" Best Mario fire reaction. Pretty hilarious. I'm assuming that was Charles Martinet who was doing like Mario voices at that time, but also has done them many times, and some of his best work. Fuck. Hello, Poonmaster Flex. Soon? Like 15 minutes? I'm playing a castle and trying to get a coin. Oh, yep, okay. Poonmaster Flex did a dance in front of the TV.
Helpful, very helpful.
Helping me, yeah. Damn it.
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that. I was playing perfectly until you came, though.
Are you serious?
No. I made some good progress, though. I think I finished the first 3 worlds, pretty much. Got all the coins. And now I'm on World 4, which I hadn't even finished the stages on, apparently. Oh, this is the wrong one.
Yeah, big coin.
Got it.
You jump over them.
You can.
What are you doing?
There's a coin down there. This is the life I signed up for.
Thank you.
Who knew?
The developers.
Oh, that I would do that.
That somebody.
Some idiot would try and get all the coins. Uh-oh. Poink, poink, poink. Ah! Alright, well I should still have my 2 coins, so that's something. My precious coins. I remember seeing a lot of Wario memes or something about, I don't know what Wario game it was, or if it was anything in particular or just some, no. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. For one time, many, many years ago, for Lit Reactor, I did a column on, like, basically the weirdest erotica that I could find. And one of them was about Wario. And basically, you know, he had a fetish for treasure and keystering as many coins as he could. And it was actually pretty hilarious because it was like about that. And I was like, this actually kind of like works as a concept. That's all the coins. Ah! I was like, where did I see that? Was that a meme or something? There was like, I read like a Growing Pains one. There was like a, well, that was my, I was gonna say my first Chuck Tingle that I ever read, but that was the only Chuck Tingle I ever read. Uh-oh. Chuck Tingle, if you're not familiar, is like... Well, the one I read was Space Raptor Butt Invasion, but, you know, it's a bunch of stuff like pounded in the butt by the new tax reform bill or something, you know, just like, it's total nonsense. Very fun, though. Very, I was going to say gay-friendly, but I don't even know if that's what I'd call it, because it's like, it's just weirdness, I guess, sort of just like everything friendly? Anyway, Chuck Tingle, check him out sometime. Not on your work computer. We'll see you next time.